In South Africa, justice isn't blind, it's branded. When it's an ordinary citizen, the law hunts you. But when it's a comrade, the law suddenly forgets how to see. AfriForum's private prosecution unit says there's enough evidence to charge Fikile Mbalula with corruption and money laundering. But the National Prosecuting Authority says, no case. And just like that, a 680,000 rand Dubai holiday becomes another story of privilege, power, and protection. Conflict Theory 101, the law protects those who can afford its friendship. If a teacher borrowed 300,000 rand from a supplier linked to her own department, she'd be in prison before payday. But when it's a minister, it becomes a loan. A loan with benefits. AfriForum says the money trail is clear. 150,000 in cash delivered to a travel agency, 75,000 deposited by secretaries, and the rest handed over by businessmen linked to prosecutors themselves. That's not a rumor. That's in the file. Yet the NPA says, we see no crime. Translation. We see a comrade. And that's the sickness, isn't it? A justice system that polices the powerless and protects the powerful. The poor get sentences. The powerful get statements. The very institutions built to guard democracy, SAPS, the NPA, the public protector, now act like political bodyguards. They don't investigate power, they negotiate with it. When Jerry Nell calls out prosecutorial incompetence, it isn't just legal frustration. It's moral heartbreak. Because we've seen this film before, haven't we? Scandal erupts, outrage builds, commissions are launched, evidence quietly disappears, and the powerful walk away spotless. The revolving door spins again. The same officials who investigate corruption are married to the very people accused of it. The same ministers who promise reform appoint the very directors who bury the truth. Power protects itself. South Africans aren't angry because they don't understand politics. They are angry because they understand it too well. Accountability is seasonal, it only blooms when the accused is out of favor. Mbalula's Dubai trip isn't about one man's indulgence. It's about the political economy of friendship. In this country, access is currency. Contracts don't follow competence. They follow connections. And loans are simply investments, with political interest rates. The director of Sedga's Sport didn't just buy a holiday, he bought goodwill. Access to the Ministry of Sport. Protection, should his tenders ever be questioned. And when the scandal broke, the spin began. It was a personal loan. It's been paid back. It's an appearance of conflict. Those aren't defenses, they are symptoms of rot. Every time a comrade is caught, the question changes, not did he do it, but what does corruption really mean? Meanwhile, millions live in shacks, watching men in designer suits debate the definition of loan. The outrage isn't about Dubai. It's about decay. It's about knowing that the same institutions that once prosecuted apartheid now protect privilege. It's about the betrayal of a generation that believed freedom meant fairness. AfriForum's outrage may be opportunistic, but it proves something darker. When even the morally questionable start sounding reasonable, it's because the moral center has collapsed. Justice is no longer blind. It's blinkered. Every case closed is another open wound in the nation's psyche. The law in South Africa doesn't serve citizens, it serves circles. The inner circle of power, protection, and immunity. Until someone powerful actually faces consequences, the message stays the same: crime pays, if you can afford the right friends. And so, the story of that 680,000 rand holiday isn't about a vacation. It's about a nation held hostage by the luxury of its leaders, and a justice system too polite to knock on their doors.